Now, what is a misconception or something that people would assume about our job that don't work in real estate that isn't quite true? I'm sure there's multiple factors, but
There'll probably be lots. I mean, the biggest one, and it's probably what lots of agents would say, but people think it's easier than what it is. And I think it's probably our job to hide some of the stuff that we do have to deal with that people wouldn't expect. But then, I mean, a lot of people say they don't know how we do what we do because, just they couldn't deal with some of the things that come up, and it's not always clients, it's just things that go wrong or things you've got to, fires you've got to put out. And that could be at any time of the day and the weekend, you've always got to be on. And even when you're out in public, it's sort of the same thing as well. You're always on to a degree. Sort of on to a degree, and everyone wants to talk about property. Like I was at 40th the other night, and every time, it's what's the market doing? And I love answering it, but also you do have to make sure you're always on your game, whereas you don't switch off. Perhaps you might do in another job where it's 9 to 5, or
well, in a 9 to 5 job you generally can just switch off, can't you? One thing I find hilarious is people think that all we do is drink coffee and drive around in fancy cars all day. I mean, I wish that were the truth. Shit.
There's a little bit of that.
Networking on the phone,
but it's not all that.
It's not all that. No, that's so true.
We love our cars.
We do love our cars. Well, actually, let's talk about cars. That's like your office, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about cars, because I think
I wish I didn't like cars as much as I do.
we both, we love cars, and you've got a great taste in cars. What has been your favourite vehicle so far?
Probably the last one, the Vogue. That was, I'd probably go back to that if I could.
Would you?
The new one's nice, but the Rangy was my dream car. And it was sort of funny once, I'd bought it, then you look like, oh, okay, you and I've talked about this. But once you've got it, not that you're always wanting to chase the next thing, but it's one of those things that you sort of work towards and think, okay, shit, I got that.
Well, let's unpack that a little bit, because we have spoken about this before, and I heard this on another podcast recently, Keep the Change. They were talking about, you set this goal and then you achieve the thing and you go, okay, this is great. It's not as good as probably what I thought it was, but I've achieved it. Now where's the next bar? But you did do that, and you've done that was an amazing achievement to get to, because it's something you always wanted.
And sort of thinking, sometimes we do probably chase things thinking that's what we want, and maybe as satisfying as it is, it's not always as big a deal as what you think it is when you're chasing it at the time.